What's up guys, JC6 here. Back at you with Pokemon Blue. Now today's commentary is a little bit different because I'm recording this after I've played the game. Now I'm recording it, like I said, it's post commentary. So right now, let's see. Yeah, we're in Victory Road right now. We're trying to get to the Elite Four. That's why we're moving these boulders. Solve the puzzle. You can notice that there's no music in this video. That's because the audio for the music got lost. Because usually I record my camera, it gets the voice, and it gets the music at the same time when I'm recording while I'm playing. But the previous audio that I did before this, while I was playing the game, it got lost. So that's why I have to do this post commentary right now, because I don't want to waste this precious entertainment footage I have right here. So right now I'm getting close to Elite Four. And another thing that happened, I mentioned this in the previous audio, was that I actually quit my job as a taxi driver because I wasn't making enough money. You see, the company just wasn't paying me enough for me to stay, because after I take off the cost of gas, because the company that I was working for, you have to use your own vehicle. So after I took off the cost of gas, I was only making $3 to $5 per hour. Plus, I think, I was actually getting close to getting fired as well, because the company required you to have at least 4.5 stars for you to be able to keep working for them. I think after you do a certain number of rides, my guess is 100, the star rating starts becoming more important, and they see if they're going to fire you or not, based on your star rating after, I guessing, 100 rides. For me, I only had 3.5 stars by the time I left the company. That was my star rating, because there was different kinds. There was part of the reason for the low star rating is because I think partially may have been because people just didn't like the kind of car I have, because yeah, I'm thinking about but the point is that if I left the company, I guess that's the important part. But the problem I have now is, what's the next job? And usually I don't. I just see how I just flow from the heart, and I focus on the important things, the important foundational principles in life, to have the strength necessary, then to have the necessary strength to make it through life in the long run. Then everything else, I just followed my heart. So that's usually how I operate. And finally we made it to the Elite Four. See, the difference between this last time, what I couldn't figure out is that you had to push that boulder into the hole, then you had to fall through the hole and push the boulder onto the switch. That was the part I couldn't figure out last time. Right now, you see what I'm doing here right now? I'm trying to get elixirs, because if I don't get elixirs, I'm trying to free up my space on the item list so I can buy some elixirs. So I can not buy elixirs, but find the hidden elixirs around here. And what an elixir does, it restores all your PP on your move, on the Pokemon's move list by 10. So that's why I want to get these 2 elixirs, because if we don't get these 2 elixirs, what's going to happen is we're going to get KO'd by the Elite Four pretty easily, because we're going to run out of moves. So this is actually, even though it's small, it actually means the difference between winning the Elite Four or losing. Yesterday, I could feel something was a little bit off about this whole taxi driving with your own car thing. I could feel something was off because the airport didn't go so well yesterday. Apparently, you have to pay to actually park your taxi there, and some taxi driver was being a little snitch. You could say like you could say they were being a bitchy little snitch and trying to rat me out. And then, so apparently you have to pay to be able to park there. And then after and I only had 1 customer yesterday. I was driving for a few hours, only 1 customer for $5. Basically what this tells me is there's too many drivers around. You know, and in order to get back to what's on the screen, I want to get back to that topic later, but right now I'm just counting the number of steps I have to take to find the hidden elixir. That's what I'm doing on the screen. I mean, this is going to be a hard time syncing up this video to the sound, because I don't know what I'm going to do for the sound, how to sync this up. Yeah, I'm really not sure. I'm not even sure if this audio is going to sync up well with the video, like what's happening on the screen and what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if it's going to make sense, but so yesterday I only had 1 customer, $5 customer. And the company already takes $1 off and another 20% off, so I pretty much didn't make jack shit yesterday. Plus I waited at the mall too and I didn't get any customers, so it's just a lot of things that were telling me something was wrong with this kind of job, because what it tells me is that there's more competition right now with this company, because people keep giving out their codes to other people. Basically the reason they're giving out their codes, the drivers are giving out their codes, is because if people join up with the company using your code, the person who owns the code, the person that was giving out his code to other people, he makes more money from that. So basically, you make a few couple of, if you give out your code to people, you make, and they join up, you get a few more $100 each month. But it's not worth it because you get more competition on the roads, which means you have a hard time making money. Plus, because so many drivers are joining, the company doesn't feel they need to pay drivers so well anymore, so they keep cutting down their prices so they can get more customers because they got so many drivers. But that means the driver doesn't make much money and has a harder time making money, because not only are they getting more competition, they're getting less rides, but each ride actually, the price of each ride is also going down. So what a pain, you know, what a pain. Basically, basically there's barely any benefits to, pretty much no benefits. Actually, I think if you drive long enough, I think the negatives may outweigh the benefits. I mean, I did make a little profit, but so I guess I benefited a little bit. Not much. Not enough for me to want to keep staying. Yeah, right here on the screen, what I was doing right here was I had to use an X accuracy and X speed, so I could so I can get the speed advantage, get the first hit, so no one, and that could use X accuracy to one hit everybody with Fisher. I got no job. I got nobody to right now to. I have no clue what kind of job I'm going to do because I don't really have too much marketable money skills right now. I do see myself as an artist, but generally speaking, I don't like to make art for money. This is just a preference that I have. I just prefer. I don't mind having art make money for me, but I don't do it for money. Because I just think money just ruins art, because then you try to draw like all the popular artists and you stop trying to draw the way you feel like drawing. Stop being, I guess, as original, because it may not be as popular. You may not be as appreciated. Yeah, I remember the Lapras being a pain in the ass. Yeah, this Lapras, we have no type of advantage against the Lapras either. Plus, it's higher levels. I think if it wasn't for my items that I had, yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that I have Fisher and a lot of items to use, I think this Lapras made of. But then again, you know, it's. I guess you could say I came prepared for this. Came prepared for this battle. That's why. That's why, even though it looks like I have a disadvantage, actually I have the advantage because I prepared. I mean, not only are most of the Pokemon leagues Pokemon higher level than Shelly, it's not like Shelly also has. It's not like Shelly has the type advantage against all the Elite Four Pokemon either. So he doesn't really have that much of a type advantage in the Elite Four. Doesn't really have a level advantage. But what Shelly does have is a move advantage and an item advantage. And this is one of the few trainers. This the like all we they like for all the Elite Four trainers. Shelly only has the type advantage and maybe like for a few of the Pokemon for the different trainers, but overall they use enough different types each of the Elite Four. Doesn't really use a specific use like one type of Pokemon. They usually use like a mixture, so that's why Shelly can't just the only I guess we have a good move list though, so we can the fourth Elite Four trainer we actually have a pretty good. We actually with even without Fisher, I think we could still have a good move type advantage against the fourth trainer. Yeah, I remember this Machamp being a pain in the ass too. It was sort of, it was like, it was as not as much of a pain in the ass as the Lapras, but it was still a difficult Pokemon. Actually, I think it may have been just as much of a pain in the ass because I don't have any Fishers. At least with Lapras, I had the one Fisher left on my PP list. On my move list, I still had one Fisher. The Fisher move had one PP left, so with this guy, I don't even have any. And generally speaking, I think in the Elite Four here is actually harder in this game than it is for Pokemon Silver. In Pokemon Silver, I think the Pokemon League was easier because in this game, these Elite Four are very high leveled. For some reason, Pokemon Silver, the Elite Four actually got weaker in Pokemon Silver. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much it for today's episode. Stay tuned for next time when we go ahead and finish off the Elite Four. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next time.